What is good, Raider Nation? Is your boy Raider Alex back with you. Another video for you guys. Anybody that is new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. So one of the biggest things I am super excited about for this season, and one of the things I'm just really excited to see, and one of the things I'm really just anticipating for this upcoming regular season is the overall improvement of the Raiders offense. I mean, let's be honest, watching the Raiders 2024 season for the most part was pretty brutal. It was a long season.
Bruh.
And a big part of that was just the lackluster offense. Definitely one of the worst offenses I remember in recent history. Just all around the board, you saw there was zero run game, unable to establish the ground game. Offensive line struggled early on. Quarterback uncertainty, a lot of turnovers. And just the offense was just an overall eyesore to watch. But this year in 2025, I am definitely a lot more excited about the offense. And look, there's a lot of different reasons why you should be excited for this Raiders offense next season. I mean, overall, they made a lot of moves that will help out this offense. First, let's start with the hiring of our offensive coordinator, Chip Kelly. Look, I can't understate how important a good offensive coordinator, how important a good play caller is for the overall success of an offense. Going from a guy like Chip Kelly, who has a proven track record of offensive success, not only in college football, but in the NFL as well. He's a guy that consistently has had successful offenses for years now, and he's a guy that has consistently had successful ground games, which definitely gets me very excited. So I really love the pickup of offensive coordinator Chip Kelly. The Raiders then also went out and got an upgrade at the quarterback position in Geno Smith, a solid veteran quarterback. Now, I'm still not in love with Geno Smith. I'm not going to say he's going to be a game changer, but he's definitely going to be a huge upgrade on what we've had the past few seasons, and he's still a talented quarterback, and he at the very least is going to give us steady quarterback play for the next couple seasons. And the last thing the Raiders did is they geared up and they loaded up this offense with good offensive playmakers and young players as well that can hopefully be the future of this team for years to come. We obviously invested a very high draft pick in our running back, Ashton Jeanty. You combine that, like I said, Chip Kelly has a good track record of running the football. And also we're hearing that Ashton Jeanty is getting heavily involved in the passing game, which gets me super excited because if you're going to draft a running back that high, you better utilize him in the passing game. And at least early on in some clips we've seen in training camp and in that mock scrimmage last weekend, we even saw some reps where Ashton Jeanty was lined up as a wide receiver. So this just kind of shows you that they are going to open up the offense with Jeanty. They're going to use him in the passing game, which is super exciting. So besides all these things, another thing that gets me really excited about this Raiders offense is the potential for big plays down the field in the passing game. With us having a quarterback in Geno Smith is known for having a strong arm. He will throw the football down the field. He will get aggressive. He isn't afraid to stretch the field vertically, take those deep shots when the opportunity presents itself. And obviously, when you have a good running back like Jeanty, if you can establish a solid run game, that is going to open up the play action pass. And one thing that has me super excited about this Raiders offense is our rookie wide receiver, Dante Thornton Jr. out of Tennessee. And it's obviously just due to the big playability that he can bring to this offense. And it's really something that has been missing from this Raiders offense for years. We haven't really had a true deep ball threat wide receiver. Tre Tucker was supposed to be that for us, but I just haven't really seen it on the football field. More times than not, he's not even on the field, and he's a little bit one-dimensional, I feel like, when it comes to route running. A little bit undersized as well. But with Dante Thornton Jr. is quite the opposite. This guy's a freak athlete, 6'5", 205 pounds, a blazing 40-yard dash time. And not only is it the physical traits he brings, but he's also showing out in camp. Pete Carroll has had nothing but good words to say about him early on in camp. He's also praised him for his route running. They're getting him involved a little bit in the slant game, in the intermediate game. and he's trying to prove to everyone that he's not a one-trick pony, that they can open up the route tree for him. And the Raiders just released their first unofficial depth chart of the 2025 season. And one thing you gotta notice is that Dante Thornton Jr. is currently listed as wide receiver 2 on the depth chart. Now, like I said, it's not official yet, but it definitely shows that he is making good strides in training camp. And, you know, I would not be shocked if he gets involved as a rookie. I definitely would not be surprised if he's coming after Tre Tucker's role in this offense. I definitely see him as that potential deep ball threat wide receiver. And ideally, if you can have him on the football field as much as possible, that's going to help this offense out, because just the pure threat of his speed, of his ability to take the top off the defense, that alone can help this offense be successful. They're going to have to be aware of him. They're going to have some safety help over the top, because if they don't, Geno Smith is definitely that type of quarterback that will take those shots. You saw Geno Smith got very involved with DK Metcalf down the field for big chunk plays, and I think Dante Thornton Jr. could be that type of player for this offense. Really, that's another thing that's been missing from this Raiders offense for years now. I feel like in years past, the Raiders offense may have been able to move the ball effectively. We can kind of, you know, move the chains, but it is super important for an NFL offense to also be able to get big chunk plays, get big explosive plays, get those 40-yard gains through the air, get those big touchdown passes. It's hard to just dink and dunk your way down the field consistently. You definitely got to have those explosive plays, and Dante Thornton Jr. gives you that in the passing game. Geno Smith hit him on a touchdown pass in the mock scrimmage as well. So I would not be shocked if Geno Smith and Thornton start to develop a little bit of a connection as the regular season develops. But so far, things are looking good for the young rookie. And I really feel like this guy could be the X factor for this Raiders offense. He could be the one that takes it to the next level if we can get him involved in big plays down the field. You combine that with Ashton Jeanty getting involved, running the football, having a solid ground game, getting him involved as a pass catcher as well. Of course, we have a yards after the catch monster and Brock Bowers as well. So that's really what I like about this Raiders offense. Not only is it Thornton Jr. that gives you the upside for big chunk plays, also Ashton Jeanty gives you that as well. Really, from an offensive play caller standpoint, an upgraded quarterback, upgraded weapons, I think the Raiders have a great shot to be a lot better on the offensive side of the football. The only question mark for me is how well is this offensive line going to do? What will the final 5-man offensive line look like? It looks like they are leaning toward Jordan Meredith being the center and moving Jackson Powers-Johnson back to guard. I don't know if I love that. I just really think that Jackson Powers-Johnson could be an elite center. I don't see Jordan Meredith being dominant as a center, but it may be a situation that they just want to get the best 5 guys out there. So for me, that's going to be my biggest question mark for this offense. How well will the offensive line do this season? I wouldn't be shocked if they struggle early on in the season, but with Chip Kelly having a good track record with his offensive scheme, with his run blocking schemes and everything, I feel confident that he will be able to get this thing going in the right direction. But to me, there's no doubt that one of the most exciting things about this upcoming season is the potential of this offense, especially compared to last season. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of rookie wide receiver Dante Thornton Jr.? And what are you guys most excited about for this offense this upcoming season? Let me know in that comment section down below. But with that being said, Raider Nation, that is all for you guys in today's video. Anybody that is new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, I will see you guys in the next one.